Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about having done 100 videos on YouTube and what I learned, what I discovered, different things that happened, basically my 100 year, my 100 video YouTube experience. So the reason why I started the channel in the first place was because I had been working on my album called Chiral, because I was kind of exploring the idea of chirality, especially with AI happening now, and how what are the roles of like a right side and a left side with regards to like what is human, what is not. So anyway, I made the album, but I thought it kind of was needed some visuals. So I discovered a program called Neural Frames. It's a fun program that's AI and you can make really psychedelic visuals with it. And it's a little bit costly, but it is a lot of fun to use. And I basically made my first videos making kind of like music videos for my music. So I had a good time doing those, but I started realizing pretty quickly that I just was completely unaware of a lot of YouTube stuff. So they were doing really poorly, and they still to this day only have like 40 views. So I guess I still really don't know a whole lot, but I realized, for example, that the thumbnails were super important. So right from there, I started making nice thumbnails for the videos. I started paying more attention to the text, the titles, and that's one of the big takeaways. The text, titles, and thumbnail are super important in a way to get out there as best as possible. Just exploring graphic design has been a lot of fun too, because I do like to do graphics or photography as well. So it's been a nice way of bringing everything together. And I basically continued doing my own videos for a while until I finally received my Solar 42. And that was super cool because it kind of already instantly brought me into the idea of, oh, I should do like an unboxing video. And the unboxing video was a learning experience too, because I realized right away, I have no idea how to do an unboxing video. I think the guys at Alta made it kind of easy. It's not a big deal to open this box. Let's see. Open it like this. And it's basically like a pizza. It's a pizza! It's a synthesizer pizza. Oh! It's a funny video to watch because it's a very amateur unboxing, but it was cool because it's documenting my whole process, and that's a lot of the reason why I wanted to do the YouTube in the first place, is to kind of just document everything. So when the Solar came, I had never been into modular synthesis, and it's semi-modular, but figuring out how to wire things together and cable things up and connect things and work the sequencers and all different things was a lot of learning. It was a big curve for me. And I enjoyed the process. I even shared the process with my son. That was fun to do. And he's learning on this stuff too, and that's really cool. So when I would make content that was about the Solar, people would react because I think there were more people who are in a similar position like me who had bought the equipment and then had a hard time figuring out how to use it. So that took me then to want to explain a little bit more about myself, because I just felt like if I'm going to do the YouTube thing and start making videos where I'm also present, maybe I should have some kind of origin story or explain a little bit who I am. So I started doing international G.A.S videos. That was fun. I take you basically on online sites where you can buy gear in international places, like in Italy or something like that. And if you can find cool gear, is it worth it to maybe have it shipped over? I have a couple videos on that. And again, I'm just developing my whole voice here, just figuring things out, just basically throwing a lot of stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. And it's, again, just for the whole fun of sharing with you guys. GearTube is such a small niche. And the fact that even within this small niche, it can get even tighter. For me, I like to explore a lot of avenues. I like technical stuff. I like to talk about even what's happening in the world. I like going into production. So the point is that the channel has allowed me to do a lot of the things that I like to do, and I want to keep the channel that way, kind of multifaceted. It's not only like guides, not only tutorials or whatever. So that led me to doing late night DJ mixes, where basically I would be at the studio at night and I would do a mix. And what happened there, and it happened actually prior, but this kind of started opening up a very important thing for me, was that I had gotten a copyright strike for a Billie Eilish video. I realized that the copyright didn't block me from having the video on the channel. What it blocked me from was that in the future, if I ever want to monetize my channel, I can't have that kind of content on it. So at that point, I would have to either take it off or get an agreement from the producer who made the content in the first place. So I realized that also with the DJ mixes too, because of course it's all copywritten material. So at first I was worried because I thought I wouldn't be able to play it. But the same thing holds true for that too, meaning that it's copywritten and it's partially blocked, but if I don't monetize my channel, it can stay up there. And the second I monetize, I have to do something about it. And this is a big tip that I want to share with you fellow producers, because a lot of you guys might be scared to do, let's say, a tutorial on MPC about how to do a beat. But the point is that if you're a small YouTube channel in the first place, you're not going to make money on ads anyway. You're not going to really make money on monetizing your channel anyway, not significant money. You might make more money actually through affiliate links or if you have sponsors, that kind of thing. And that's another takeaway too, that the money on YouTube, the ad money is not really going to do anything. So don't even really think about it. Start thinking in other ways. But again, going back to the copyright thing, it allowed me to do beats with like Stevie Wonder records or even, late night DJ mixes with songs that are copywritten, of course. And they're on the channel. So you can listen to music now that I have used that is produced by other people, but I've remixed or reworked. And that's a cool takeaway too, because if more producers realize that, I think we'll get a lot more people making really cool beats because then they won't be scared to do them. The number one video I ended up doing was a RIP Computer Music Future Music video where basically it's kind of like the end of the era. I talked about how these were great magazines and they stopped producing them. That video got 17,000 views, which was by far the most, and a lot of subscribers too. And by the way, anyone who's subscribed so far, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. The reason I think it got a lot of views was because it resonated with a lot of people. It was timely, it was emotional. A lot of people had nostalgia. So I kind of picked up that is a style that works. And then I started thinking about like what works on YouTube and what doesn't work. And then throughout this process, for example, I've done a couple videos where I was not so happy about a product or I had an opinion that was somewhat controversial. That gets views, but I don't want to take the channel into like a negative controversial kind of area. That's not the point of it. But it is really interesting to find out that those are the videos that do well. So there's like a really interesting line here where you want to be provocative, but you don't want to be like an asshole, I think, maybe perhaps. But everyone's voice on YouTube is different. And I think as I develop, also that's one of the things I've learned is that you continue to grow your voice in the sense of at first my videos look a certain way, now they look a little bit better because I've discovered a little bit more about camera lighting or video equipment or maybe even film editing. So if you're on a YouTube journey, those are the things that happen, especially if you continue to be kind of constant with it. So if you guys are still here at this point in the video, I just want to say thank you. And the major takeaways are basically this. If you're consistent and you love what you're doing and you do it for fun and you're not worried about numbers or views or anything like that, having a YouTube channel is a really great hobby. It's a really good way of getting out your creativity. And what I've also discovered statistically, for example, is that even if billions of people watch YouTube, less than 1% actually have a YouTube channel. So even though YouTube is a highly saturated place, I think, I don't know how many videos are uploaded every day, but it must be in the hundreds of millions. The point is that even if you have your little thing that you're doing, people kind of tune into it, and that's fun. And that's kind of what I've been doing here. And I'm going to continue to do it because I've been having a great time. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So thank you for coming along with me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.